Jurgen Klopp fumes at what Roberto Firmino did as Liverpool defender gets new look. A look at some of the moments you might have missed from Saturday's 2-0 win over Southampton. Liverpool's top four chase rolls on after a 2-0 win over Southampton on Saturday night. Goals from Sadio Mane and Thiago Alcantara were enough to earn the hard-fought points against the Saints. The win moves the Reds up to 6th in the Premier League and to within a half-dozen points of Leicester in 4th, with a game in hand still to play. But you knew all of that, of course. What you might have missed, however, were a series of interesting subplots at Anfield on Saturday evening. Firmino risks the wrath. Roberto Firmino's sigh of relief was likely to have been audible in the closing stages. With Liverpool desperate to preserve their lead, the number 9's attempt to play in Sadio Mane with an elaborate back heel fell flat. Rather than keep the ball with a more simple pass, the Brazilian's trick saw him lose the ball and put Southampton on the counterattack. To say Jurgen Klopp was not best pleased would be an understatement. "Bobby," boomed the voice of the Liverpool manager, echoing around an empty Anfield for all to hear. Firmino's mistake would go unpunished, thankfully for him. After all, Klopp is one manager you probably would not want to disappoint. Fans return. The victory over Southampton was hopefully the last game inside an empty Anfield. As many as 10,000 are expected to be in attendance when Crystal Palace are next up at home on May 23 for Liverpool. And the club have already planned for their eventual return, removing the seat coverings in anticipation of their comeback. It will be the largest crowd at Anfield since mid-March of 2020 and a day that many have looked forward to for a long time. The removal of the coverings was a subtle message, but one that hints at brighter days inside the famous old stadium going forward. May 23, whatever the outcome, promises to be a memorable one for those lucky enough to be there. Williams' new look. It'd been over 2 months since Rhys Williams had last started for Liverpool. The 1-0 defeat to Fulham on March 7 appeared to be the final nail in the coffin for the Reds' top four hopes. Since then, Liverpool have rallied to the point where they are still in the hunt for fourth as the campaign whittles down to the last 2 weeks. Williams was back in the Liverpool team on Saturday night, turning in an assured performance alongside Nat Phillips. And the young defender was sporting a new haircut to go with it. Gone was the top-knot style that Williams has sported this season, replaced by a shorter cut that helped him look more imposing for opposition attackers. Williams, to the naked eye at least, appeared also to have grown in stature since his last appearance and looked a more muscular figure at the back. Perhaps brought on by long hours in the AXA Centre's gym, Williams and his new frame look primed to build on his excellent campaign going forward. No longer a boy, Williams, now at the age of 20, has become a man at Anfield this season.